Yo, tune in, we're here to spit, talking football, we don't quit. From kickoff to the final play, crack and bruise, we're here all day. Three cats with a passion for the game, giving you the scoop, not just the fame. Every episode, new beer to explore, while we break down the score. So lean in, we're your weekly guide to the field where legends reside. We're the cold one, we'll ride on this football journey side by side. It's about football, but barely weekly. Cheers, we're clearly gonna talk those game day hits with a beer in hand, that's it. From the snap to the end zone dance, we cover it all. Give you that chance to laugh, learn, and sip with class. Discussing tactics, not just the grass. Draft picks, trades, and all the stats. We're here to chat, to break through the facts. Each brew we taste, we'll share our view on plays, players, and what's true. So sit back, enjoy the ride. We'll keep it real, no need to hide. With football talk and beer in sight, we're here to make your night. It's about football, but barely weekly. Cheers, we're clearly gonna talk those game day hits with a beer in hand, that's it. We'll dissect each quarter's tale with a cold one without fail. So join us, let's have some fun. Football and beer, second to none.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football, but beerly. I'm your host, Bud Chuggins. Join with me, as always, we have a man who's ready to believe again, Kerry Dempsey.
Take your back, baby.
And below me, we have a Publix fried chicken who likes getting pegged. It's Beerly Trev Scott.
The best chicken in the world, probably.
No.
I'm going there.
No. Popeyes or Church's.
Popeyes might be the right answer. But in the heat of the moment, I'm Publix. I'm taking Publix right now. Publix is hot.
That's disrespectful.
To Hugh and Magoo's, Gary?
I took Trevor to a nice chicken place.
Hugh Magoo's is not that good.
Hugh Magoo's is great.
It's not that good.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
I think it's like maybe slightly above Zaxby's, maybe.
That is disrespectful.
Maybe. I also think the same thing about Cane's. I think it's pretty mid.
I've never tried Cane's.
Cane's is high school football game, concession stand food, but the sauce is very good.
Cane's sauce is good, but it's not so much better that I'd pay that much for a fucking chicken tender meal.
Yeah, man. Really, you got to go to Cane's for the sauce. Go get your chicken somewhere else.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're here. It's been a couple weeks, but we're back and better than ever. We're ready to break down. I'm calling this episode the Offseason Autopsy. We got big predictions coming for you guys. Lots of fun. But before we get into that, we got to talk about what we're drinking tonight. And we're going to start it off with the big peg man himself, Kerry. No, sorry, Trevor. Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor, what are you drinking?
Gary. A day after Cinco de Mayo, some would call it Cinco de Seis, right?
Sure.
Use
So
that.
I gotta
thing.
No,
Say
actually,
that-
it'd be Seis de Mayo, but
That's yeah.
Oh, what did I say? 5 of 6.
yeah, 5 of 6.
All right. So what is it? What is it? What is it?
Seis de Mayo.
6 de Mayo. All right. So we're celebrating 6 de Mayo with a pack of 6 of Corona extras. I got a lime. It's
God,
pretty fun,
you know
but-
what? We have Corona down in the basement. It's my brother-in-law's, and I refuse to drink it.
Why? No
I
lime?
hate Corona.
Oh, you hate Coronas.
An anti-corona guy.
I love Pacifico. I love Modelo. Love a lot of Mexican beers, just not Corona.
He loves
Pacifico
corona.
was right underneath this, and I thought about you when I saw it. But
He loves
I
Corona
just-
the virus. It's not Corona the beer.
Facts, dude. Facts. Carrie, what are you drinking tonight?
So here's, I think, the first time ever on this show. I don't know why my parents got me one of these for my Christmas last year, but I had my first ever non-alcoholic beer on the podcast.
What the hell is that?
I saw
What
it,
the hell is even that?
but I didn't know. It's
That
not,
motherfucker over there is not real.
but it contains less than 0.5% alcohol. So there is alcohol.
Why are we drinking it on Beerly Football?
It's
This is
beer.
crazy.
it is beer.
It's a freeway.
Is it?
IPA.
I mean, just go ahead and pull out a soda. Damn
What
it.
does it taste like, Carrie? Can you,
it
can you
tastes like
describe
just
it to me?
a light IPA. Like if you didn't know
It
there's
tastes
no
like an IPA.
No, a light IPA. Like if you didn't know there wasn't beer in this,
I'm
you
going to be 100% honest with you, Carrie. I wouldn't drink alcoholic beer if it was the only thing on an island.
you wouldn't drink alcoholic beer if it's the only thing.
Non-alcoholic beer.
It's free. Hey, I'm also drinking a White Claw, so I do have some.
At least there's some alcohol.
There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
It's a little redemption.
So this is also a first on the pod. We're drinking a Free State of Smith Brewing Company. Shout out to Mom. A smoky chocolate Dunkelweizen.
Dunkelweizen.
That's a name right there.
That's awesome.
There's a decent chance this explodes when I open it, so I have.
Why?
It's got
Freezer?
a history. No,
Oh,
it's got a
just
history.
a lot of love crammed in there.
Yeah, a lot of love crammed in there. That's
There we
exactly right. So I'm gonna open this carefully. If it starts to fizz, I'm just gonna upside down it into the bottle.
Won't be the first time. Won't be the last time for Mr.
Good,
Zach.
man. Well, if any of our listeners / viewers have ever wondered what 6 Coronas in 45 minutes does to a man, stick around. Because I got no reason to
Oh
drink
my
those
God!
tomorrow. It's fizzing.
And that man is exploding everywhere.
Zach is exploding 5 minutes into the
He's
podcast.
exploding. You know, he saw Travis Hunter was a Jag, and he just couldn't. He just had to go everywhere.
I'm excited for him to talk about that later.
I know.
Carrie, how many bold takes you have for us tonight, man?
Trevor, when do I not have bold? Honestly, this is just my normal takes. I get bold takes all the time. That's just.
But
who
I want takes that you're not
Just
like. I want
right.
takes that you're you're at least 90% in on.
I'm-
Like that you're not something that you could see happen, but something they're like, this is gonna happen. Call me crazy. This is gonna happen.
like that works sometimes. Remember the Commanders last against the Lions? Everybody called me crazy.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a decent one.
All right, you guys go for a second. I got a little mess to clean up.
Zach,
Yeah.
as expected, got it everywhere.
I saved most of it.
That's
There's
good.
just some stuff. I'll be right back. Y'all keep going. Y'all are doing great. You're doing so great, sweetie. I'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.
Thank you.
Trevor, do you drink beer for the taste?
Sometimes, yeah.
Could you? I just don't get the people that like drink non-alcoholic beer. Like what? I don't like if you're like a recovering alcoholic, you want to drink that instead of beer. I just don't get it. Like it's who drinks it for the taste? It's like just drink a soda, drink something else. What?
I will say when I'm craving a beer, right? Like for the taste, I want it to like go along with something. And most of the time it's either tacos or maybe like French fries like that. I like having a beer as like to
Corona and
sip between
tacos.
bites. But I feel like, and I'm craving it for the taste. I like the way it tastes between bites. Same thing with like wine and cheese or wine and some pizzas and stuff. But when I'm eating French fries and drinking beer or tacos and beer, I'm usually at a place where I wouldn't mind a little buzz as well, you know? Like I'm at a beach bar or something, eating fries and beer. It tastes good. Everything's good. But it would still be good without the buzz, but I don't think I don't think I'd do it.
I don't know. Like, does it get you less full then because you're not having the alcohol? Because obviously beer can fill you up, but like, is it just lighter? I don't know how that works.
I think what we should do is like some of our friends, we should pour it in glasses and drink like us drink normal beer and just have them drinking like 5-6 of those and see if they like act like they get drunk. Like Jerry.
Oh, I know a certain someone that 100%.
Yeah, I think I got some good idea. I think that could be a good time, like a little placebo. I think it would work. I think he'd start
I
acting drunk.
100% think that certain person it would work on.
You think he would start acting drunk?
I think you would 100%.
Yeah, I think you would too. You think Zane would?
I don't know about Zane.
I think Zane would actually. If he drank like 3 or 4 of them in like 15, 20 minutes.
I could like tasting this because there is alcohol. I can't tell the difference. Like, it just tastes like a light beer, like with an IPA bit of flavor in it.
I wish I could taste it. Pause on that. I wish I could taste it.
They're $1.84 at Trader Joe's. So if you have a Trader
Really?
Joe's, yeah, you're gonna.
Athletic. Do they make? I don't know why I expect you to know this, but do they make beer with alcohol in it as well?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Huh.
But I feel like you only see the non-alcoholic, but I don't know. That is a good question. We should call up someone from the Athletic right now.
We could figure it out
Live on the podcast.
I'll Google it after the podcast.
Beautiful. Should we start on something exciting for our lovely audience? Because who knows
Like what? You want to talk about football? Or you want to? Let's play a game.
What do you want to play?
Heads or... All right, I'm going to throw this into the middle of my table. Do you think it's going to rest on the floor or on the table?
Table, 100%.
All right, if it rests on the table, I got a drink. If it rests on the floor, you got a drink. Let's see. Yeah, that wasn't even close. It's on the table, so I guess I'll drink. That was a terrible game. I don't want to play anymore.
Game. Spectacular game. Incredible, honestly.
Yeah. Zach must have really made a mess, huh?
He must have.
You want to tease some of your bold takes? Should I?
Yeah. Actually,
well, since Zach isn't on here right now, I'll tell you I got the Jags in there for one of them.
Do you want to go through the Twitter bold predictions?
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a good start.
That's a great idea, actually. So if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football. Are we ever going to call it X? It's probably always going to be Twitter, man.
It's always Twitter.
You're not teaching these dogs new tricks, especially when we're drinking beer. Yeah, so if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football. We tweeted an hour or two ago to send us in some of your bold predictions for the 2025 NFL season and that we'd read some of our favorites on tonight's podcast. But since only 29 people replied, we're just going to read all of them.
There's some quotes too.
If you get in on the Twitter right now, some really good stuff. We'll read.
Get in on the goddamn Twitter.
We'll read all of them. So I got it pulled up right here. I'm down to read off all of these. If you guys
want to know what it tastes like?
Yes,
we had all that fun. Okay.
Is it an IPA? I forget.
It's a Dunkelweizen.
I don't think I could say that.
You can. You can't say 6, but you could say that.
Can't say 6. Every time.
It's not great because it's flat. But
have you guys ever had a Dos Equis Amber?
Yes.
Those are very
good stuff. Good
Those
stuff.
are really good.
Another Mexican beer I like, Dos Equis.
I didn't know that was Mexican, but I see.
It's 2 X's, Dos Equis. Yeah.
Yak is not.
I definitely would have got the Ambers. They were $1 off if I would have known that, but I wanted to be festive. That's really uncultured of me.
Yeah.
I mean, you did say Cinco de Seis, so.
Well, that's I can't. I don't speak good Spanish as it is. I've had beer. I've had a beer and a half. There's no way I'm speaking English right at this point. So
that's fair.
So should I start off with those tweets? Read everybody's hot takes. You guys maybe react.
Yeah, let's go hot with the takes, man.
Good.
All right, or maybe we could rate it on a level of hotness.
That's
like
fair.
Mild, medium, hot, or a word above that if you want to describe it in a way above.
I
hot.
gotta find some alcohol to drink because I can't drink this.
Oh, you really exploded.
Zach is just not having it.
I'm not having a great time right now.
Zach is
to be
having a
honest.
rough
It's
intro.
a rough start to the episode. Y'all keep
Okay,
going.
so our
on. I'm
first
still
tweet-
here. I'm here.
Got you. Our first tweet says, and we're gonna need to do a little bit of math with this one. Trevor tweets about Josh Allen more than 1,726 times. So the season's gonna start. There's gonna be 3 preseason games. That was sent in by Beerly Carey, our guy.
Great
So
guy.
there's gonna be like three weeks of preseason, plus maybe like a clip or two in workouts that I'm gonna tweet about. So that's like 5 weeks plus 17, 20, 22 weeks plus the playoffs, 3 weeks. So like 25 weeks. So 1,726 divided by 25. Do you think I'm going to tweet about him 69 times a week, Terry?
Yeah. Can you see Josh?
Are we counting replies as well?
Yeah. Anything Josh Allen. Like, just, this man
That's
is.
actually not a bad number, dude.
No, his
Like,
Twitter
I know you
account
just
is really
typed that off the top of your head, but that's 9 tweets a day during football season.
That's nothing.
That's not a bad number. Like, you might actually put a betting line on that. We should.
Well,
bet
because
on
you
that.
know,
But I'm not
you know-
counting
Here's
that.
the thing: he's not going to tweet 9 times a day about him, but there's going to be days where he tweets 100 times.
Definitely.
And then I'll be good for the next, 10 days, 9 days. But all right, so I'll say that's a mild take, actually. If it comes down to 9 tweets a day,
That's not bad.
yeah, I'm gonna say that's a mild take. What about you guys?
It's mild. I was being safe.
And it's freezing cold. It's obviously
wow.
going to
Okay.
happen.
Zach
Freezing
does
cold.
not have my noties on during football season.
Cheers, Marcos.
Marcos,
Cheers.
Smash
glad
the
you're here.
overs.
Cheers, brother.
He
Smash
says
the
smash
over?
the
We'll see,
over.
man.
Easily.
Okay, I probably would too. But that was a very That was a really good line for just.
That was a
blowing
great
it off the top of
line,
your head.
but I am smashing the over.
All right, Barb Adams, and a little teaser. This one kind of goes along with maybe 1 or 2 of mine, but hers. This is we're saying hot takes, and this I'm going to give this one mild as well. It says, "Could the Colts be better than predicted?"
What's predicted?
I feel like 9 and 8 around there, I would say.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not a super hot take.
I don't
I think if they're better than 9 and 8, I'd be surprised.
think I would too.
Colts. Okay, so I'll give her a mild, but like the meat is hot. The meat. Of the
I'll make that.
hot.
I'll say that's a hot take. If they're hotter, if they're better than 9 and 8,
Okay, fair.
I'd say that's a hot take.
You guys wouldn't say buffalo sauce is hot, would you?
No.
I mean, it's mild.
It's
Yeah.
in between mild and hot, or is it?
Medium. How about that?
No, medium's hotter.
No,
than
mild
buffalo
is-
sauce.
Medium is in between mild and hot, is what you're saying.
Wait, Trevor, did
Oh.
you ever jump through a table?
No, but I did almost break my back like 3 weeks ago and my neck.
Oh, you
But
have to
I'll
jump
do that
through a
this football
table.
season. I got you. I'll pay up all my bets. All right. This one's all right. We'll give our words after. But Robert Metcalf says, "I'll give you bold. Period. Dolphins. Tua gets injured in week 3. Not that
Very
bold. Quinn Ewers comes in and leads the Dolphins to the Super Bowl."
I'm going to say no because Zach Wilson would probably come in first. Unless Zach Wilson gets benched or hurt first.
Maybe Zach Wilson kisses somebody's wife that he's not supposed to,
That's true.
maybe something like that happens. You can never predict it. That's why these are hot takes. He probably took that into account. Little Playboy Zach Wilson, Pookie,
That is way
Playboy Pookie. So that's even more than hot. So we got to come up with a word more than hot. I'm going to say piping. I'm going to say that is a piping hot take.
Honestly, I'd agree.
Piping hot?
Yeah.
No, you have to come up with your own word. You can't steal my word.
I don't care enough.
No, you have to. You have to. We're not moving on. Huh? Hotter?
Hotter.
All right, give me a sip of that White Claw, bro. We're not moving on until you give me a sip or 2 of that White Claw. We need big words. We need the juices flowing. It's Tuesday night, man.
I'm here for vocabulary lessons on a Tuesday night. I'm here to talk football. I talk football 24/7, 365, not vocab. This ain't English 101.
You're right. I mean, all right, but I need you to talk football and I need you to describe football.
I'll describe football that I think the Dolphins are going to be a bottom 3 team in the NFL this year.
Okay, so that take that I just read you.
Yeah, let's bring Nando on. I want to see a fight.
Shout out to Nando.
I love Nando, man.
Zach, what's a word you would use, or would you go mild, medium, hot, or would you give it something hotter than hot on that take? Tua gets injured week 3. Dolphins make the Super Bowl with Quinn Ewers. I said piping. Carrie said hotter.
I would say center of the sun.
Wow,
that's fair. I do want to say Quinn Ewers.
That's pretty hot take, okay? And then when I say pretty hot take, I mean like at the point at which plasma ceases to be plasma and becomes something else. You know what I'm talking about?
Zach doesn't like the Dolphins and he doesn't like Quinn Ewers. So
Zach, but Quinn Ewers in the 7th round, that's not bad. He went farther than I thought he would.
No, that's fine. Him being in the 7th, them getting him in the 7th round, I think is a great pickup. But them making it to the Super Bowl with Quinn Ewers ain't gonna fucking happen.
That was the stupidest decision ever. He could have transferred somewhere for millions, played for millions of dollars. Now he's like what?
That's why I said like there's not going to be as many more like kids crying anymore because I saw Quinn Ewers went from making like $3 million to like $300,000.
I know.
So, but you know the
like,
NFL's the
Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. None of them really have set quarterbacks this year. He could have got a lot of money to go play for all those schools.
Oh, I've switched because I don't have any more beer that I want to I don't
that
have
looks
any more
good.
Beer cold. So I'm having a Macallan 15.
There we
Come
go.
on, focus. There it
Just
is.
looks like Casper.
I think this is one of the ones that y'all got me for bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the bet one.
Did you ever drink the other one Carrie gave to you or no? The little
Left
bullshit
it
bottle.
I left it in Florida. That was so dog shit.
All right, Carrie, you're gonna like this one. Our boy RJ interacted with him a lot during the season. Sent in a reply that said the Patriots will finish 2nd in the AFC East. I'm gonna give that like a Nashville hot. You know, it's.
I like how you're
eat
doing
it.
this. I like this.
You don't want to eat it without water, but it's not that hot. But
Patriots
it's hot.
2nd in the division.
That's a mild.
Mild. You guys won 5 games last year.
We all know who's winning the AFC.
I think this is a sweet Thai chili.
We all know who's winning the AFC East. We're not going to debate that. But the Dolphins, their line still sucks. Their defense got worse. What do they have? They're on their way out. The Jets, Justin Fields, and they're the Jets.
You don't think that the Jets are going to win the AFC East and be the number 1 seed
Not this year, sadly. That was
What happened?
Such a downgrade from offseason to offseason. This is crazy.
I know you're a fan and you love the Patriots and you experience those glory days so happily, but there's no clear cut 2nd place in this division. It's definitely not the Patriots.
Yeah. Everybody's loving this sauce. Patriots have a completely revamped defense. Should be a top 10 defense. The line should be at least competent.
Why? Just because y'all got Will Campbell? Morgan Moses,
Garrett Bradbury.
Who's Bradbury? Guard, right guard,
center. Owenu could actually go back to right guard. It's not looking bad for the Patriots.
I mean, yeah, but I gotta see.
I don't trust the Jets and the Dolphins either.
So I gave it the hottest rating, right? Because Nashville hot is hotter than sweet Thai chili.
I think so.
Yeah, Nashville hot is hotter than sweet Thai.
All right, I'm actually going to go with buffalo sauce then. Buffalo sauce, no blue cheese on that one. I'm actually going to reply to that tweet after I read Jackson Clark's. Zach, you're going to like this one. You're actually not going to like this one. And it's going to give you an opportunity to talk about something else. Jackson said the Jaguars are going to give the Browns a top 5 pick, so the Browns have 2 top 5 picks next year.
Why would we give them a top 5 pick?
He just thinks you guys are going to do it.
I think it's the one
it's
the one they traded away this year.
Yeah, like you guys are going to have a top 5 pick, and so will the Browns.
So the Browns will get 2 picks because we'll have the Jaguars.
So I guess his take is basically the Jags and the Browns will both be in the top 5 of the draft. Both of you guys are going to suck.
Okay.
Is his hot take. And if you want to talk about the Travis Hunter pick right now, I see it's a good time.
I mean, I'm trying to stay
beer.
positive about it, but
Bro got the best player in the draft. He's trying to stay positive.
I don't think he was the best player in the draft.
I don't know about that.
I think Abdul Carter's a better player. I'm staying positive. I didn't love a lot of our picks. I think we're still weak at the safety spot. Travis Hunter makes our secondary a little bit better. I think he's a better corner than he is a wide receiver. I don't know where he fits in that wide receiver room, maybe as a slot guy, but I feel like we needed another outside guy that could challenge down the field. I mean, we have Gabe Davis, and he's going to be one of my takes this year.
Oh,
but
God. Your Gabe Davis take?
Yeah.
That's scary. Very scary.
Isn't it?
Jaguars, they have some flash now. People are actually going to care about the Jaguars.
And you know the South is...
Hey, people have always cared about the Jaguars, bro.
Where's my bottle?
Double-digit people this time.
A lot of people care about the Jaguars, dude.
Yeah.
Where's my bottle opener?
Sorry we don't have a group of racists like you guys have in the Northeast where you guys can all
Wait,
at least they're loyal.
cheer for Boston sports like the Patriots and the Celtics and just be like, yeah, we hate people that dig holes.
New England is the most forward-thinking place in the country, supposedly. So
Is that a fact?
How do you where do you just pull that from?
progressive nation.
You just walk around with that information in your brain?
You've never heard that before?
No.
Massachusetts, Vermont, some Bernie Sanders land.
Carrie,
I'm
don't
pretty
act
sure
like
it's
that's
California,
a normal
brother.
thing for people to know. I thought Bernie Sanders was from Connecticut.
He's from Vermont.
Oh, Vermont. I thought that. Where's Mitt Romney from? Utah?
Utah.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a Mormon. They're all from Utah.
That is a
All
true.
right. So how are we grading Jackson, Clark, Spice?
Spice
top five.
level. I'm gonna put this pretty high. I don't think the Jags are gonna have a top 5 pick this year.
I'll say
I'm gonna go spicy buffalo, like a spicier buffalo. Also, no blue cheese. By the way,
Okay.
I figured out that's the only thing I like blue cheese on is buffalo wings.
Oh, it's perfect.
It is.
And if you can pair it with a beer that pairs well with it.
Yeah. I don't like blue cheese with anything else, though. Literally anything else.
Really.
I prefer ranch over blue cheese in every scenario outside of a buffalo wing.
fair argument.
That's the best thing about Buffalo, New York, is the blue cheese. I'll give it a Buffalo, the same as the Patriots one. Actually, yeah. No. Because I believe in the Jags more than I don't believe in the Patriots. So I'll give it spicy Buffalo with you, Zach.
Happy to have you on the team.
Look at that. What about you, Kerry?
I'll do regular Buffalo.
All right, next.
Wait, hold on. I got a comment, Marcos. Hot take, Arizona Cardinals win the division. Calais Campbell's back. Picked up a few DLs. Defensive lineman.
Campbell
Stole
is back.
a great
It's
cornerback in the
crazy.
second round. Trey McBride's a star. Wide receiver room still solid. Just need Kyler to grow 5 inches. That might be the biggest thing to overcome. Because typically after the age of 30, people are done growing.
Yeah, I do want to say Marvin Harrison. I saw a picture of him the other day. He looks like he's gained 20 pounds the right way.
See one Popeye's biscuit away from one tight end.
No, he looks buff. He looks strong.
Oh,
so
buff.
is Xavier Legette.
I like that take. They had a great draft getting Will Johnson late.
I don't.
Marvin Harrison can step up. Kyler. If Kyler was taller, they would be.
I feel like Kyler, he's like so good, but I just feel like really when you're in the pocket and your receivers are 25 or 30 yards downfield, I just feel like there's no way he sees them. But I don't know. I don't think they win that division. I think the Niners will be better than them. The Rams probably, and the Seahawks too.
I've heard Calais Campbell's an outstanding veteran leader on the defense. That he calls out plays and
He's been playing. He's
Dolphins-
really old. He's probably like 38 now.
I heard a lot of Dolphins people thinking their defense can be lost now that he's gone.
I heard people say Aaron
Yeah, he's
Donald might
great.
come back.
He's a great leader, a great vet. Shout out to University of Miami.
Yeah.
Another great player.
If either of you guys can guess what's in my right hand right now, I'll drink this whole beer. I won't breathe until I'm finished it.
Butt plug.
No, but close. Carrie's really thinking about this.
He wants him to drink this beer.
Don't overthink it.
I don't know. A cat?
A cat is what you're going with?
You had
Not
a
a
cat.
little piece of Publix fried chicken.
That would have been that would have been pretty easy, honestly.
All right. Next, we go from Jackson to Mick in South Carolina, who says he believes Michael Penix will get revenge on JJ McCarthy, for the national championship loss by defeating the Vikings in the NFC championship game to take Atlanta to the Super Bowl. That's a hot take. That's a bold take.
That's crazy. That's supernova.
Two
That's
quarterbacks.
supernova. Two quarterbacks who
championship
aren't
game in their
I'm gonna
first
be-
full season.
Who they played 3 games.
Here's a hot take. Two quarterbacks that aren't even going to make the fucking playoffs are going to find themselves in the NFC championship game.
I would doubt the Vikings not make the playoffs.
Do you want to make a bet on it, Gary?
Sure.
Wait,
What do you wanna
I might
bet?
get in on that too. The who is not going to make the playoffs?
The Vikings not make the
I thought you
playoffs.
said the Falcons.
First
What's the
bet.
bet?
What do you want?
All right.
Help me help you, brother.
In spirit of this beer, the loser.
So Zach, you think the Vikings are making the playoffs?
Or not.
I'm saying the Vikings will make the playoffs. Zach says they won't.
I was going to say Zach is not a big McCarthy guy.
No. The bet is, Trevor, you want to write these down this year?
I have
Zach got them?
I have a sheets up.
All right. Loser has to drink 6 non-alcoholic beers on one sip.
Jesus Christ.
6 of these.
No,
During
that's what I
the
have
Super
to do.
Bowl?
That's what I have to do.
Or the Pro
Vikings
Bowl?
playoffs. Zach
Or during when?
During
5
During beer league?
or 6
yeah.
non-alcoholic
Non-alcoholic
beers.
And they used to be like
Carrie, here's yours. Here's yours. Okay. If the Vikings don't make the playoffs, I want to do the Twitter thing again because that was fun.
the tweet about that.
That was great. That gave me a crazy self-esteem boost. That was a half job. Anyway, okay, 6 non-alcoholic beers. Okay. If I win this bet,
Carrie has to drink
we're
7
going.
non-alcoholic.
No. If I win this bet, Carrie has to do 6 shots of Malibu. Shout out to FGCU.
Dude, can I just say, I think Carrie will gladly do that.
Malibu's the best tasting.
I think you should give him something a little harder.
Do 6 shots of Fireball. That's a little harder. It's not like terrible, but it's a little harder.
I
Okay.
would say that.
6 shots of Fireball, 6 non-alcoholic beers. We're ready to go, brother.
Speaking of the Vikings, Zach, I saw a take from a writer somewhere, and I think Zach is going to really like this. He said he doesn't think J.J. McCarthy will be healthy week 1, and that they're going to start Sam Howell, who they just acquired, and Sam Howell will be their starter, and he'll have a Sam Darnold type year with the Vikings. You've always been a Sam Howell guy. Do you think
I've been a Sam Howell supporter. I've been known as a Sam Howell supporter
He
in
has
the past.
good O-line, Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hawkinson?
I'll put it this way. I think Sam Howell is more capable quarterback than J.J. McCarthy.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Interesting.
do. So there you have it. That's a hot take for you. And
That
I
is
didn't
a
even
hot
have that
take.
one written down.
Yeah.
But
All right.
All right. I clicked out of it because I forgot we were doing that, but I'm so back. I'm right back. Okay. So
You want to just do a couple more and then go on to
I'm having fun with this. We could speed it up a little bit, but I feel like we're almost done. All right, Zach, you're gonna like this one. The Packers. This is from Nate. The Packers finish last in the division, and Matt LaFleur gets canned.
That's a pretty hot take. I don't think they're finishing last in the division.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a. What did you say earlier, Zach? Sweet Thai chili.
Sweet Thai chili.
Yeah, I'm giving that full glass of water, iced, and with a good waitress that comes.
So you
back
think
and
that's
fills you
going to
up.
happen?
Huh?
So you think that's going to happen?
No. That's not
Fire
what I said.
LaFleur.
The Packers finish last, and he gets canned.
So I think there's almost zero chance they finish last.
That's a tough division, though, Zach.
I think the Vikings are worse, and I think the Bears are still worse.
I don't know.
I'll actually give that. I hate to keep giving these the same one, but I'm giving this Buffalo again. Like my third Buffalo.
What do I
blue
want to give
cheese.
this one?
Actually, this is my first Buffalo, and you can have blue cheese. Still no water, but you can have blue
I'm
cheese.
going. What's a step above Buffalo?
Probably like.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go mango habanero.
Okay,
Mango,
that's good.
That's an original.
That's good. I had some good pineapple habanero ones too.
I hate the taste of habanero. Maybe that's why I don't like mango habanero wings, and they're spicy to me. But like, I just don't dig those.
That's fair.
I like spicy food.
Who doesn't?
I ate that whole chicken thing.
Who did?
I like spicy food too, but I definitely.
It was spicy, by the way, guys. I did eat it, and it was spicy.
Yeah. It's tough there for like 20, 30 minutes, man. I don't know if it was that bad for you that long, but for me, it took me
It
like
was
30
pretty
minutes.
bad. It was pretty bad. Especially because y'all had like half a thing of sauce to eat.
Yeah.
And
I
then
feel like that sauce
Trevor
probably
ate a
comes
piece
out.
of bread that had been sitting on that chicken
Oh
for
yeah,
like
and it was
hours.
on like the bottom.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was on there, and I just ate it, swallowed it, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no!" Yeah, I was knocked out for like. 20,
And all there
25 minutes.
was to wash it down was with beer,
Yeah,
which made it worse.
Not good. Yeah, it was bubbly. All right, this is a fun one from Always Foul, and this involves a couple of my takes. Daniel Jones wins the Colts starting quarterback job. He also goes on to throw for 4,200 yards,
No.
32 touchdowns.
No.
And the Colts win the South.
Whoa, calm down there, buddy.
32 touchdowns is what, like 1.8 a game?
Yeah. A
Yeah,
little 1.9.
something like that.
Basically,
He had a good receiving core.
has he had 32 passing touchdowns in his NFL
I
career?
doubt it.
6 years?
Has
I
he thrown
doubt it.
for 4,200
I don't know
yards?
if you want to
ever?
look that up.
Has
but
he
if
thrown for
has,
4,000 ever? Hold
I'll
on, I'll
finish
look
this
this
year.
up.
His most he's ever thrown is 3,200.
Yeah, I feel like
He had 24 passing TDs his rookie season in 2019.
Yeah, there's just no way, dude.
He's only thrown more than 11 twice.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say nuclear. That's
Really?
a nuclear take.
That's you're dipping your chicken in the gates of hell with that one.
okay. I'm gonna go 4,200 yards, 32 touchdowns. They win the South.
I think if he does do that, they do win the South, but I don't think he does that.
He also says Tyler Warren has 85 catches for 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. But I thought that should be separate.
That's more realistic than Daniel Jones.
I'm actually going to give this buffalo wings with the blue cheese with a cup of water, if you want it. With a cup
Does
of
the
ice
water have a lemon in it?
if you want it.
Okay.
I actually don't. I like supporting the
'Cause-
Colts.
The reason I asked is because citrus is helps knock out some of that capsaicin.
Gotcha.
We're learning
So-
stuff tonight.
So if you want it, you can have it. All right. Drake May will have the most yards by a quarterback this year, not named Lamar Jackson, and that's by Dart. Please be good.
Nuclear.
That is
Nuclear.
Why is Lamar Jackson the guy he's referencing? No.
I feel like Lamar led the league in yards last year.
No, he didn't.
Why not? He said total
Passing yards or total yards?
Passing
He
yards.
said total, but still, Lamar was like top 5 in passing.
He was not.
No?
He was sixth.
He was what?
Sixth.
All right.
So behind some great guys like Geno Smith and Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Geno Smith being like 3rd in passing yards is crazy. Anyways, okay, Drake May have the most yards by a quarterback not named Lamar. My previous high before this one was piping. I'm giving this one. You ever bit something and swallowed it, and then like less than 10 seconds later, you feel like you have to shit because of how hot it is? That's
no,
what.
I've never had that happen. I've had it. I've gotten high from something that's so spicy, but
I wouldn't quite put it there, but like something kind of close to that.
I've gone nuclear. I've said center of the sun. You know what? I'm gonna go. That's supernova for me.
Wow.
There's zero chance that happens. That's a supernova take right there.
Okay, I got another one. You're in Florida in the summertime and you fall asleep on the beach for 5 hours.
That would hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a
oh,
Speedo. That's how hot that is.
That's rough.
oh.
Yep. What about you, Carrie? Did you say something?
I'll go normal hot.
All right, next one.
That's
Drake
crazy.
Maybe sent this one in, and I love that. I'm going to use that to troll. Drake May tops 15 interceptions.
No.
I'm gonna say that's a barbecue wing.
Yeah,
That's a barbecue
that's
wing.
a good one. I want to give it a little hotter than barbecue.
Spicy barbecue.
Is there spicy barbecue?
Yeah, you get a little spicy
sure.
barbecue.
Spicy barbecue. Sure. That's perfect. Gary?
Just got a little bit of hit to it.
That's pretty
Nothing
nuclear.
crazy. Sweet.
That's nuclear right there.
Okay, a team we've talked about already. The Falcons will be playing meaningful football in January, sent in by Joey Melee.
I don't know if they count Madden as meaningful football. I personally do. But I don't know if they count Madden as meaningful football. So
I replied to his tweet. I said, "In Cancun?" ?
I think Michael Penix is probably pretty good on the sticks. So I'm gonna say that's a freezing cold take.
The wild card is in January, right? Because week 18 is in January. It's like January.
I think
first week.
they're going to be at worst will be fighting for the playoffs.
Yeah, so like week 18 would be a meaningful.
They were last year.
Yeah, that's not that hot.
No.
I'll give that barbecue.
What's
I love their draft.
I'm gonna go. Garlic parm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
NFC's like so stacked though this year. Like, there's not really very many bad teams. Like the Falcons might be near bottom just because there's so many.
We'll get to it, buddy. We will get to it. I promise you.
All right, Jason P writes, the Broncos can win the Super Bowl.
No.
That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot.
No,
That's
supernova as well.
That is.
That's supernova.
That's the chicken that Zach ate that we all ate from Dave's Hot Chicken, the nuclear one. That's the one that you got to sign a waiver to eat chicken that hot. And I like the Broncos. I'm a Broncos supporter. It's just
I don't think it's
if
that
they're
hot.
gonna win a Super Bowl, it's gonna be 2, 3, 4.
Carrie,
years
come
from
on,
now.
man.
I
It's
don't
not-
think it's that hot.
Carrie.
Their defense gonna be nasty. It's
Their
all
defense is ridiculous,
their defenses can win a Super
and
Bowl.
they got Jadae Barron. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
they
their
have enough
starting
offense.
quarterback is Bo Nix,
I
who's
like
not
Bo
terrible.
Nix.
Who's not terrible. I'm gonna say he's not terrible, but considering the weapons around him, he does not have enough weapons around him to win a Super Bowl.
That's
Correct.
what I'm saying.
Quarterbacks in their second years don't win Super Bowls, especially with the weapons that there are in Denver. But that defense,
Okay, but quarterbacks don't get to the NFC Championship in their rookie year with the weapons they have, and Daniels did it. And everybody says nothing's possible.
Okay, quarterbacks. Okay, rookie quarterbacks can win playoff games, but they don't win Super Bowls. That's a big difference.
Everybody says
Also, Jaden Daniels had much better weapons than Bo Nix does, and he's a better quarterback.
And it's the
I wouldn't say that much better.
And it's the NFC versus the AFC
The
last
NFC
year. It's a
play-
lot easier.
Remember when Zach said the Broncos had great weapons like 2 years ago?
I think they do.
Yeah, that was funny. I just don't know why they didn't do enough to add weapons. All they did was Evan Ingram. He's the only guy they added.
That's good though. I like that. Who did they have?
did
Greg
a lot more than Evan
Dulcich
Ingram. They didn't really add to the receiver group.
and
The
Williams
running
is
back-
gone. Did they draft a running back?
Yeah,
Hampton?
there's a lead. I forget what his name is.
Omarion Hampton.
No, he's a Charger. What
I
is it?
thought the North. Oh yeah, he's from North Carolina.
They drafted R.J. Harvey from UCF.
Gotcha.
People thought-
Okay, next from Mark Dowis. The Las Vegas Raiders will win the Super Bowl. This is my new hottest. I'm going to try and think of a word to describe that. Zach said center of the sun. I'll give this lava.
Yeah.
Belly flop and lava.
I don't know what's hotter. What's hotter than a supernova? I think I know the answer.
Trevor's mixtape.
Yeah.
Carrie, you do not have to glaze this, man.
Damn right. Damn right. Yeah.
That
That's
won't be happening.
A quark gluon plasma.
I do think we can see the Raiders as a playoff team.
So supernovas are incredibly high temperatures around 1 billion degrees Kelvin.
That's fair.
100 billion degrees Kelvin. But this quark gluon plasma that was created by the Large Hadron Collider had temperatures exceeding 5 trillion Kelvin. That's what that is.
That's a lot. That's pretty hot.
That's pretty
Okay,
hot.
next one from Vinay. This is not my burner, I promise. But he said for some reason he believes the Bills are going to go 3-14. So
That's another one of those ones that
That's a pretty
If Josh Allen gets hurt,
that screams quark gluon plasma to me.
he might see the future.
And I just learning about this, but it's screaming that.
Zach, if Josh Allen gets hurt week 1 out for the
respect
season,
Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky is their QB1. What would their record be?
I still think they're better than 3-14.
For sure. They probably win 6 games.
Over under 6 wins.
I would say either 6 or 7.
I would say
That's
6
a bad
or 7.
division.
Yeah.
They might even win 8. All right. Corey says Caleb will become a top 10 quarterback.
Who?
I'll say that's Caleb Williams.
Never heard of her.
Nashville hot.
Top 10 quarterback.
I can eat 4, 5 Nashville hot tenders
listen.
without water.
Listen, I know I've been seen as a Caleb hater in the past.
And it will continue to be.
Bro loves Caleb.
No, I don't love Caleb. I don't think he'll be a top 10 quarterback, but I don't think has nothing to do with his skill level. So if he could figure out how to play football, he'd probably be there.
Probably.
So I'm gonna give this. I'm thinking of all the wing. I'm gonna give this. Let me give this a Korean barbecue.
Oh, that's good. That makes me want a Korean barbecue wing. Just hearing
Me
it.
too, dude.
Oh, good stuff.
I'll give that
Sometimes
a
Wingstop close.
medium. I think it's very possible we see him in the back end of the top 10 by this season with how.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I went Korean barbecue because it's still spicy,
After the first 5 or 6,
but it's not it's not crazy hot. Korean barbecue's not crazy hot.
That's why I went with Nashville hot. All right. Carl says maybe not really bold, but Shador Sanders ends up on our practice squad and then released before the end of the season. I think that's pretty hot.
Kenny Pickett is getting cut. I think we all
Yeah, I
know.
don't think he'll be on a practice squad and then nobody by the end of the year.
No.
I'm gonna say sweet Thai chili.
I don't know a lot of super hot wing flavors because I usually stop at a certain level. Caribbean jerk is not that hot, right? It's not hotter than buffalo.
No, it's not crazy hot. No, it's a dry rub typically.
All right, let me think of something else. I'll give that hot tub in the summertime.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. All right. Jalen says, all right, I don't really want to react to this one. Jared Goff will be a top 10 quarterback. Jared Goff will be a top 20 quarterback. Jordan Love will be a top 10 quarterback, and the Lions will win 12 to 13 games. Love will be elite this year. I guess it's a good one for you, Zach. Love being elite.
That would be, incredible. I'd be incredibly happy for Goot, another friend of the show. However, ain't no fucking way that's happening. Give me it's not Supernova. But I think I'm gonna go. I mean, for Jared Goff to play bad enough for Jordan Love to pass him and get in the top 10. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go pretty spicy here. I'm gonna go 5 pepper fire.
Okay.
And those who don't know what that is, it's a Miller's Ale House wing sauce. It's pretty hot.
Got you. So Jared Goff being top 20 is like freezing cold. Love being top 10 is hot, but it's not too hot. Jordan Love being elite.
So what I took that as is Jared Goff falling outside of the top 10.
Oh.
Jared Goff is no longer a top
he'll
10
be closer
quarterback.
To 20 than 10.
Yes. And then Jordan Love jumping him, getting inside that top 10 and playing
being
elite. Elite for me is top 5.
Elite for me is like the top 2 tiers. Yeah. So like top 4 or 5. Yeah.
How is a team going to win 13 games, but they have a close to 20 quarterback? I feel like that's
if anybody could do it, it's going to be the Lions.
True,
but still.
Yes, that's a little iffy on that one.
Yeah. Love going to be elite. I don't think Jordan Love's going to be elite. I could see it happening, but I'd probably like a 15% or less chance. So I'll go Buffalo. No blue cheese, no water to drink, and somebody kicked you in the balls before you walked in.
Damn, that's a tough day.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, we're out of water and blue cheese. Here's this buffalo. It's like, wow, this day can't get any worse. The guy just kicked me in the nuts outside.
Yeah.
I'm still going to eat the wings, but.
Yeah. All right. Bruce Ray says the Battlehawks will win the trophy. Shout out to Bruce. Every time he replies to a tweet, whether it's Beerly football or Beerly hockey, it makes no sense. But he's been replying to our tweets for like 3 years. So
who are the Battlehawks? Is that a USFL?
Yeah, it is. I think. St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yeah, he always replies something that just doesn't make sense, but it works. And he's been loyal. Shout out to Bruce. All right, John Robles says the Carolina Panthers will win the division, deep playoff run, which to me means winning at least 2 games, and Bryce Young will surpass 4,000 passing yards. I could see Bryce throwing for 4,000 passing yards, but the Panthers winning 2 or more playoff games, like I don't know what I like. There's so many things I would bet if I could bet on that with someone. I would do almost anything. I would give the best odds.
I could see them winning division
just for like $50. But
then
winning 2 playoff games.
I'm not in love with the Battlehawks' chances to win. I don't think their offense is explosive enough. I mean, if you look at their losses on the year and even some of their wins, they're barely putting up 20 a game. Like their last win was 12-6 against the Arlington Renegades. You just can't perform like that on offense and expect to win championships. They got the Memphis Showboats coming up in 4 days on May 11th.
So that's a pretty hot take, huh, Zach?
That's a pretty hot take. I don't know if they have the offense to do it. Who's their quarterback?
Matt
Hold on
Corral.
1 second. We got to take a look at this. We got to
Maybe,
examine this a little further.
I gotta go pee and grab another piece of chicken and a beer.
Quarterback Max Duggan. Oof.
Oh, the TCU guy.
I've seen his throwing
He's in the
motion.
National
I don't like it.
Championship.
Give me. Well, hold on. I want to look up the
I
UFL
think the
standings.
Chargers drafted him a couple years ago.
Yeah, they did. He's on the UFL now, man. He's living the dream on the St. Louis Battlehawks. Let's look at the standings right now. They're currently second in their conference, but they got the DC Defenders out in front of them. You also, in the other conference, you have the Birmingham Stallions and the Michigan Panthers. And don't forget about the Houston Roughnecks. You know, they're dangerous too. I
forgot about him.
I just don't know if I believe in the offense of the St. Louis Battlehawks. I really don't like that 12-6 win that they pulled out. It just doesn't give me any confidence. Yeah, it's just, I mean, they're better than the San Antonio Brahmas, but like, who cares? Like, you got to be the number one to win the ship.
They're the Brahmas.
Yeah, exactly. Spelled exactly how you would expect.
Okay. Who names these teams? Goodness.
I don't know. I don't know who names them. I'm just letting you know the information.
Terrifying.
I agree. My pick to win the championship is not Birmingham Stallions, the Michigan Panthers.
Fine.
Most points in the league, coupled with only allowing 111 points so far this season.
It's not bad.
4-2. I like it.
Dude, this guy Ted replied to our tweet and said, quote, winning the AFC East on the last game of the season, end quote.
Who?
You gotta
Who's
have
he a
Ted,
fan
man.
of? Can you find out who he's a fan of?
Oh, Michigan's definitely winning. New England Patriots.
Bio just says 2-time Super Bowl championship. So not the Bills, not the Dolphins. The
It
Jets.
might be the Dolphins.
Have they won 2?
I think the Dolphins have won 2.
I thought the Dolphins won 3, but I could be wrong. Or maybe 1.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Easy,
Maybe he
easy
thinks
way
the
to check.
AFC East will go down to the last game of the year, which is crazy. That's pretty hot, Ted. It's pretty spicy. Dude, Publix chicken is so good. I know they'd never sponsor us, but if they did, they wouldn't even have to pay me. Just pay me in chicken. Like Jameis with the crab legs, I would do it for like 6
Yeah,
tenders
he's
a
a
week.
Dolphins fan. He's a Dolphins fan.
Hmm.
They've won 2 Super Bowls on 5 appearances. Dolphins
Oh,
fan.
all right. So the Dolphins are going to win the AFC East on the last game of the season.
That's a hot take.
That's the way I describe the Buffalo and getting kicked in the balls. And the air conditioning is off. It's broken at the establishment that you're at eating the wings. Abdul Carter gets Defensive Player of the Year votes, sent in by Mike. That's not that crazy.
That's not that crazy.
Nashville hot again.
I agree with Trevor.
This guy has Joe Milton doing a backflip. Do we think Joe Milton will do a backflip this year?
Probably not.
So over under half a backflip.
I could care less.
I think over.
I'm going to take the under. Drake May. This guy said Drake May tops Justin Fields in 2 of this season, which, depending on how you take that.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to fly through these, man. There's still. Oh, no, there's only a few left. All right. Drake May tops Justin Fields in 2 of this season. He's already better than Justin Fields.
False.
Tua, I can see it, especially if Tua gets hurt. I don't think so, though. I think it's hot, but not that hot. I'll go when you can mix 2 sauces at the same time, and you mix garlic parm and buffalo.
That's pretty popular.
That's delicious.
I've
I
never
used to
had
get
it.
it all the time. I had to stop eating garlic parm wings because I was just eating too many of them. I used to eat fried chicken like every day, dude. And somebody told me it was bad for me.
Oh, there's me.
Yeah, it was.
Former alcoholic Carrie Dempsey comes out. Fried chicken is bad for you guys. Alrighty. Is that
The guy
it?
drinking non-alcoholic beer, telling me what I should and shouldn't. All right, we only got a few of these left. R.J. Harvey has better numbers than Omarion Hampton and Travion Henderson. So this one running back has the best numbers out of the top 3 rookie running backs.
I mean,
I'm gonna give that when SpongeBob used to filter feed because he couldn't eat, he didn't have food. That's how spicy that is.
that's cold.
It's just
That's freezing cold.
It's not anything, you know.
It's the other two. Both are not going to be RB1s. He's going to be an RB1 for the Broncos. So.
Oh, so it's cold even.
I just said it was ice cold.
Oh, I thought you were.
Under the sea.
This is going to be a third down back, and Hampton has to share with Najee. I don't know how that would go, but at least Harvey is a backfield to himself.
If either one of you can guess what's on my left hand right now, I'll down this whole beer.
Piece of Publix chicken.
No, but close. That's in my right hand. Carrie?
Nothing.
Is it
lime. You guys will get one of these times.
One day.
All right. Jaden Daniels will have an average season. Commanders win 9 games. It's not that. I mean,
I think go with Southwest.
I mean, what are we talking about? This is such a freezing cold take. Like, sophomore slump happens. Commanders still have winning a year. Like,
yeah, it's not that hot. I'll give it like a.
I mean, that's people have them pretty high. Commanders.
Fuck, that's diabolical. I'm gonna give it like an ice cube.
I'm gonna give it. You put the coffee in the Keurig. You hit brew. It started brewing, and then you left for work.
Sure.
You know, so it was hot, but it didn't stay hot. It's the Niners' year. CMC is healthy, so it's the Niners' year, I guess. Is it the Niners' year?
That's a hot take. It's always the
That's a pretty
Niners'
hot
year, and
take.
it's always the Cowboys' year. And guess what?
It's probably not.
It's probably not.
All right. Shannon Stewart says Baker Mayfield will win league MVP.
That's
pretty hot.
That's pretty hot.
I'll give that buffalo sauce, no blue cheese, and you get a cup of water. And that's our last one.
There's also the quotes too.
I'm not doing that.
Wow. Poor Matt.
Yeah.
Should I? I can if you think it's a good idea.
Should we move all our predictions to next show? That we're already an hour in.
Yeah.
I think.
We can, or we can just run through them.
I feel like we should spend time on the next show. Let's finish
Next
the-
what episode?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I don't care. I'll probably have more. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'll probably have some really good ones if I wait till next time. But I'm down. We could DM this episode to everybody that we mentioned.
Oh, you want to do the rest of the quotes then? Just finish them out.
I can't because I'm picking it up on my laptop and it's not
Okay.
working. But if you want to, you could read them or
All right.
back.
Oh, my great friend on Twitter, Matthew. This is Matthew97. He said Aaron Rodgers will lead the NFL in touchdown passes.
That's
You have a lot of likes on that tweet.
That's what was that thing again? What was that thing called? The plasma stuff.
Nebula?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Do you think he's coming back, Zach?
I think he probably is.
I think he is too. Probably the Steelers.
Probably Steelers.
Speaking of the Steelers, did you guys see my tweet? I photoshopped. I didn't do it. Groke did it. They put Malik Willis in a Steelers uniform, and I tagged the Steelers, and I told him to do it.
Zach,
Dude, Malik Willis in the Steelers uniform would be so hot.
Micah, what's his name?
Micah, what?
Mike Tomlin liked him when he was coming out of school, but didn't take him. Dude, this is terrible. No team will go undefeated throughout the Super Bowl.
That's one of your takes? Oh, that's one of the quotes.
No team will go undefeated.
Yeah.
That's freezing cold. Of course not.
That's as cold as this beer that I just took out of the fridge, Bob.
How about 2 new teams in the Super Bowl this year?
I like that.
I like that.
Natural hot.
I think that's probably. I'm still gonna go freezing cold.
Because you think the Eagles?
Huh? No, because I think that you're probably gonna see like Lions and Buffalo.
Oh, so you think it's not a hot take?
Yeah.
This was one you won last year.
I'm gonna go lukewarm.
And last one,
As warm as the room as you're sitting in currently.
Packers win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man.
That's a hot take.
That's hot.
That's not happening.
They're a good team though, but that's.
I'll go. I'll go. You know what? I'm gonna go Apollo sauce, hot ones.
Wow.
Pretty good.
That makes you high.
Makes your butthole pucker. I've heard.
It does.
You guys should try it.
No.
Come on, guys.
I have a limit, dude.
Dude, you guys have already done Dave's Hot Chicken.
It's
Like,
hotter
I've
than
done-
that, isn't it?
That was too hot for me.
I mean, yeah, but like, dude, it gets you high.
I would eat Dave's Hot Chicken, one of those tenders. I'd probably eat like half a tender if we were like at the bachelor party house, like I was drunk, like we were having a good time. But like, there's no way I would eat that under just like any other circumstances,
Listen,
unless I had to.
listen, you know, I'll just put it on a chicken nugget, just like a
Like,
McDonald's
cover
chicken
it?
nugget. You don't have to cover it.
How long does the high last?
Pretty decent amount of time.
All right, so when I swallow it, I feel it, pause, all the way down my throat, right? And my chest, like I do with the chicken.
It's different. It's mostly mouth.
That's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not.
Yeah,
I hate feeling it all the way down. Dude, Carrie, when he had to do it, he got the whole tender and he got a big milkshake too to have it after. And he drank the milkshake on the way home and he didn't have it after he ate the chicken.
That was an awful choice.
Dumbass.
It was a rough time. It's a good milkshake though. So that was
I tell you what, you go. So anyone, this is a tip for anyone who's going to eat something really spicy. Go to Walmart, pick up their strawberry cheesecake parfait, and eat that after you eat the really spicy thing. It goes away like that, instant.
Really?
Yeah.
Walmart, if you want to sponsor us also. You know.
Yeah. Walmart, if you want to reach out and sponsor the show, just let us know. Until then, not sponsored. Pick up
Zach,
any
did you
cheesecake.
come with us to Walmart that one time? We went at like 3 a.m. in school and there was like the people in there just like eating food off the aisles and like.
No, you told me about that.
There's a
Dude, that
girl
was
that's not
crazy.
wearing, girl was not wearing pants.
There was
Yeah, you
like
told me about that.
there was like
I wasn't there.
maybe 15, 20, 25 people in the Walmart and like one employee.
There's like two 95-year-old twins walking around the aisles together. There was some. That was a place, man.
Dude, and we were drinking pretty heavily in the dorm before that. And I think I went to sleep for like an hour or like 20 minutes. And they woke me up and they're like, we're going to Walmart. The party goes on. And I felt like I was dreaming, dude. The stuff we saw in the Walmart that night, I didn't think that was real. Shout out to Fort Myers Walmart.
All right, anything else we want to cover tonight?
Do we want
Not really. I do want to shout out the Beerly Hockey Podcast. The NHL is in the playoffs right now, so if you're a hockey fan,
Nothing like playoff hockey.
or you know a hockey fan, tell them to listen to the Beerly Hockey Podcast everywhere you can find your podcast.
Yeah,
it's valid.
And me, if anyone's
Wait,
still listening.
what did you guys, just real quick, I don't know if you guys talked about this while I was cleaning up my mess. What did you guys think about Shedeur Sanders' slip in the draft?
I thought the 5th round was kind of crazy, but I thought Dylan Gabriel getting drafted over him was really crazy.
That was insane.
But, I mean, I saw a clip kind of circulating on draft night. That was Dion talking a while ago, and he was like, you know, there are certain teams, certain front offices that I'm not going to allow him to go to. And in a draft like this one we just saw, where there was only really like, I think 3 teams that like really need a quarterback, Browns, Jets, and Steelers. Like, if that's 1 or 2 of those teams that Dion was talking about, you're screwing your chances, obviously. Yeah. But like, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that need, or not a lot of teams that need quarterbacks this year in the draft. So if you hate the front office of the Jets and you hate the front office and the coaching staff of the Steelers, you know, that probably costed your son millions of dollars. But I don't know. I thought the 5th round was crazy.
The other thing coming out, I heard, rumor mill, was that he bombed all the interviews.
I heard he bombed a couple, yeah.
And he did. I mean, he didn't do anything in the combine. He didn't work
He
out.
didn't attend the combine, right?
No, I think he like answered questions, but he didn't.
Yeah, he was there, but he didn't work out. Didn't perform at all at the combine.
He's
I mean,
wearing
And so here's my opinion on it. There was only one like guy in the draft at
Cam?
quarterback, and that was Cam Ward. It was one guy and then kind of everybody else. And if you're one of the everybody else and you're going out there saying there's certain teams I won't play for, your dad is saying there's certain teams I won't let my son play for, and you go and bomb interviews, and these teams talk to each other about.
And there's only a few teams that like really need a quarterback.
And there's only a couple teams that need quarterbacks. This is
There's
an
like,
offensive.
no,
This
there's like,
isn't last year.
there's like
when,
7 or 8
teams
that would
needed a
draft
quarterback.
There's like 8 teams that would have drafted a quarterback.
Who?
And why you keep saying that?
No, there wasn't, bro. Like when I was watching the ticker in the later rounds, I was
There's
really
a lot of
only
teams
looking
that
at
could
like
have taken a
Steelers,
quarterback.
Jets, and Browns.
No,
Who else?
because they are other ones took it earlier. The Saints could have taken one. Jets, Giants, Titans grabbed.
Saints. I was looking at the Saints until they took
Steelers,
Scoop.
Browns, Seahawks could have taken one, and they took.
The Seahawks weren't going to take him after they took Milrow.
No, but you're
What-
saying I was saying they could have drafted him.
They took Milrow in like the
You're saying,
second,
that,
though, right?
you're saying there's only 3 teams that needed a quarterback.
We're talking about in the later rounds. The reason why he fell to the 5th.
There's still more that could have gone. Rams.
I saw the I wanted the Rams to take him actually, but I saw Seahawks fans on Twitter are hype about Jalen Milrow. So
Sam Darnold's going to get benched this year, and he's not going to be a Seahawk next year.
we'll see.
That's a hot take.
Not really. He's not that good. But
Dude, you're such a hater.
I'm
You're such a hater.
I don't want to say the other thing. It was literally it's the Colin Kaepernick, Tim Tebow thing. Once you got to like the 3rd round, you're going to draft a backup quarterback. And do you really want all the media hype you're going to get with Sanders as a backup quarterback? Or would you rather take a guy like, well, the Browns obviously took both of them because they're stupid.
That seemed like an owner situation. The owner came in and said, we're drafting Shador.
I think, yeah, it seemed to be.
I mean, you look, that was the best camera ever. After they draft Shador, everyone's sitting in there like.
I'm like, I don't know if you saw their Instagram. Like, they had like 12
Oh yeah.
the day after that score. Nothing.
Did you guys see the prank calls that were happening?
Dude, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's
Apparently, a lot of people got prank called. Abdul
Yeah,
Carter got prank called when the
they were-
Jags
they were
traded
saying-
up. He said that they were like, the Jags just traded up for you. I think Mason Graham got prank called and somebody else. But
I feel like it's worse when it's like, if you're a top guy, like it doesn't matter. But if you're like prank calling like 7th round undrafted guys, then you're just a dick.
yeah, that is kind of fucked up, dude.
I was really upset the Jags didn't get undrafted free agent Nick Nash, but
Nick Nash.
he's
Who
a
got
Falcon.
him?
Falcons.
See, I like the Falcons draft and the signings, man. They got Jalen Walker at 15. Kerry said Mike Green was going to be a top 10 pick.
It did, and he had to go sexually assault
He
people.
went like 50, 55th.
That was a good pick for the Ravens. Ravens had a good draft too.
Ravens did have a good draft.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's all I wanted to talk about tonight.
Think so.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, please make sure you leave a like, comment down below what you want us to talk about, what you're looking forward to in this offseason, and maybe some more hot takes, and we'll read them out on the show and talk about them. Thank you guys for listening, watching, and doing all the beautiful things that you do. We will see you guys next 2 weeks from now.